some of its authority over the state's education system.
If it passes, it would take certain responsibilities away from the board, like making sure a district's in compliance with education laws, creating graduation requirements, and monitoring academic progress. Now, the board's executive director says the legislation goes against the board.
And Washington lawmakers in the House have passed a measure looking to protect victims of sexual assault. Right now, under the law, victims are only granted a protection order for up to 2 years. Then they have to reapply. But this new proposal that lawmakers are looking at would remove that limit, essentially allowing the courts to issue more permanent protection.
Here in Oregon, Governor Kate Brown and others are rallying in support of a bill aimed at curbing gun violence.
It's Senate Bill 797, and it would close loopholes in the current background check system. Our Tim Becker is going beyond the headlines now from Salem.
Those two loopholes that they'd like to see closed down here are called the Charleston loophole and the boyfriend loophole, something that supporters of Senate Bill 797 say feeds the current domestic violence problem.
My daughter, Nikki Elias, was shot 7 times by her ex-husband and murdered.
It was November of 2014 when Madeline Garcelon's daughter fell victim to Ian Elias, who later took his own life.
She did all the right things through the courts, but it wasn't enough.
Madeline wants lawmakers to pass Senate Bill 797. It would prohibit abusive dating partners and convicted stalkers from buying or legally owning guns.
Nationally, more than half of all women killed with guns are murdered by their partners. This must stop.
The bill would also close the hole that allows a gun sale to move forward after 3 days, even if the background check is not done.
We need to take prudent steps that are reasonable, sensible, and this is one of the ones that we'll do.
And person-to-person private firearm sales transactions would also have to be done through dealers where background checks are already required. Before James Tilka shot and killed his estranged wife last Christmas Day, he'd bought the gun from a private party the day before. Question is, would Senate Bill 797 have prevented that? Right now, there is no evidence that Tilka was being investigated for domestic abuse, and there was no restraining order filed against him, so he probably would have still passed the background check that this bill requires. In Salem, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
Now to a travel alert for anybody who uses transit in Gresham.
Yeah, TriMet station at Gresham City Hall is going to close down for 6 weeks starting Sunday. So its purpose